I think I've been drawn to go to Uluru, well, I think the first time probably 20 years ago, but over the last 10 years I've probably been there 6 times. It's the heartstone of Australia. It's the greatest monolith in the world. It's embedded in thousands and years of history and indigenous culture. It's a sacred place, and it resonates with, if you care to take the time and be quiet and peaceful there and not overly concerned about running around it, but just quietly be still, sit on a rock for an hour. The place that it takes you, for me, is into, again, it's a consciousness, it's a sacredness that is intrinsic in the deepest respect of the planet, and the deepest respect in that sense for me is the desert. It's an Australian desert. I love desert. So that connection there, the expansion of it is similar to the expansion of whales, the most massive being on the planet. It's a cosmic entity of some unknown origin. I feel that the two are intrinsically linked in some strange way in their benevolence. It's a place, again, it's a sacred place of benevolence. And there's many places like that. You walk into the desert or walk out into the night and look at the stars, your own stories drop away. And if you can do that, then you look at something that's intrinsically very beautiful. It's got a benevolence in it. And in those, they're almost like pilgrimages to me. The first few times, I think I was there for a couple of weeks, I was in silence for the whole 2 weeks. Didn't talk to anyone. Is there something strange here going on? And yes, there was. There was something very deeply moving. And I think the congruent linkage between the two of them is that in true benevolence, you move into a deeper sense of your purpose. And if you move into your deeper sense of purpose, then it's, I think, inherently cooperative with a greater picture or with a greater story. And from that place of meaningful contribution to the world around you, is a collective well-being. And I think Whale and Uluru, or sacred place or ceremony, there's lots of ceremony, a lot more ceremony and a lot more respect of Indigenous origins, as they've held the place of ceremony for centuries while we haven't. I think all of those are in some magical way coalescing to help shift our orientation to life, to let go the white man's sense of entitlement, which I think is the bane of the planet, and in some ways come to a deeper respect of the potential of humanity in ceremony. So I see that being at Uluru is a ceremony for me, being with Whale is ceremony, and it's a ceremony of respect. And out of that comes a pathway. Again, it's the same story. We need the pathways.